Hello, I'm Alison Orlandi and I'm the author of the personalised children's book, The Penguin Party. Today I'm going to be doing a special reading of the book just for you, so grab a blanket, snuggle up with your little ones, get cosy and we'll begin. On a magical island far away there was a child named Annabelle. Pebble Island was magical because there Annabelle and her family lived amongst a tribe of mythical penguins called rockhoppers. These were special penguins because they could talk, just like human beings. One day, there was a surprise in store. Hermes, the chiefess of the rockhoppers, threw a big party for Annabelle. All the penguins gathered on the beach. Bunting hung between fence posts. Music played and the rockhoppers danced around a bonfire whilst Annabelle watched, enjoying the celebrations. Suddenly, the music stopped. The rockhoppers fell silent and stood to attention. "Ahem!" boomed a loud voice. It was Chiefess Hermes, a tall, majestic penguin with a crown of golden feathers. "It's time to begin the gift-giving ceremony. Gather round now, everybody," she ordered. The rockhoppers crowded around where Annabelle sat. What is happening? She wondered. Chiefess Hermes clapped her fins together and the penguins fell silent. "The rockhopper community has some gifts for you, Annabelle. These are precious gifts," she said, "because they are made to last a lifetime." There was a happy sigh from the rockhoppers. Without delay, out from the crowd waddled Bobby, a small penguin wearing a bobbly hat. He clutched a wooden box. From between its hinges crept rays of bright light, as if the sunshine had been placed there for safekeeping. Bobby gently laid the box in front of Annabelle. In a quiet voice he spoke. "I present to you the gift of happiness. With this gift you will find joy wherever you seek it." His feathered brow furrowed slightly. "Remember, even in the darkest times there is always a light shining. It may come from the gentle flicker of the smallest star or a simple act of kindness. You bring us much joy and you too are always deserving of happiness," he said as he waved goodbye. Annabelle beamed happily. Jai Jai, an elegant penguin with glossy charcoal feathers, was next to step forward. She placed a box like that given by Bobby by Annabelle. "I bring you the gift of gratitude," she said, smiling. "The world is full of beauty if only you look for it, from the sound of birdsong to the smell of freshly cut grass and the echoes of laughter when families come together. Real joy comes from the simple things in life." Placing a fin gently upon Annabelle's head, she smiled, before waddling over to a small rock. There she perched, waiting to observe the next gift being given. No sooner had she sat down than out stepped a penguin with a round belly and rosy cheeks. Clutching his box, Lundo shuffled his way merrily towards Annabelle. His voice was kind, but it boomed. Annabelle noticed some rockhoppers placing their fins over their ears and chuckled. "I bring you the gift of growth," he bellowed. "You see, as we get older, our minds expand to take in new information, our imaginations balloon, and our view of the world opens up to all its possibilities. Growth happens gradually, over time." He bowed over Annabelle and said tenderly, "Be patient, and you will accomplish anything you set your mind to." As he returned to his place amongst the crowded rockhoppers, a lively voice could be heard shouting, "Excuse me, ever so sorry, excuse me." The rockhoppers parted and out sprung Zilly, the silvery streaks in her feathers dancing in the sunshine as she bounded forward with her box. "I'd like to give you the gift of exploration," she beamed. "With this, you can investigate everything life has to offer." Zilly jumped about excitedly as she spoke. "Visit new places, taste new foods, meet new people. Don't be afraid to take a path that others have yet to follow." As she skipped off back into the crowd, she called back to Annabelle, "The sounds and colours of the world are rich and they are waiting for you." Melby, an older penguin with a plume of grey feathers, ambled slowly forward. Annabelle accepted Melby's box gratefully. His voice was frail, but it was filled with spirit. Human beings can be very complex creatures, he pondered. Most often they are caring to one another, but sometimes their actions can cause hurt. For a moment he looked sad. Annabelle gazed at him and he smiled. The gift of forgiveness is the best remedy for any harm done. It will help you to find compassion for those who have done wrong and to let go of any hurt. It is a powerful gift because it will bring you a life free from bitterness. He placed the gentlest of kisses on Annabelle's forehead before leaving to warm himself beside the bonfire. The rockhoppers were growing excited now and eager to strike up the music and continue their dancing. "Settle down now, everybody," Chief SMS commanded. "Wherever is Kai?" Just then, a small penguin covered in mud skidded through the parted rockhoppers. He lost his balance, sending his box flying through the air and landing at Annabelle's feet. He composed himself and brushed muddy finprints from the box. Handing it to Annabelle, he spoke in a friendly voice. "I'm Kai. Sorry I'm a little late. I was mudsliding and lost track of time." Kai smiled at Annabelle. "I have brought you the gift of acceptance," he said excitedly. "Did you know that there are over 7 billion people on planet Earth and that we are each completely unique?" he quipped. "Yet there is more that brings us together than divides us. Everybody wants to feel love and kindness. The gift of acceptance means celebrating our differences whilst treating others as we might like to be treated. It's one of life's most important lessons. Pay heed, my dear child, pay heed." As Kai skipped away, Chief SMS announced, "And so that ends the gift giving." She turned to Annabelle, who was growing tired now. "It's getting late and I think it's time somebody was in their bed," she said. She hopped down from the rock and made her way over to Annabelle. "Sleep well," she whispered, "and may you carry these gifts with you your whole life." At that moment, the music struck up and the rockhoppers returned to their merriment. As they danced the night away, Annabelle made her way home. Time passed and Annabelle had a wonderful childhood on Pebble Island. She and the rockhoppers were firm friends. For the most part, Annabelle was very happy. Yet one day, Chief SMS, perched on her high rock, spotted the little child strolling along the shore, looking forlorn. "Come here, my child," the Chiefess instructed. "Whatever is the matter?" A tear ran down Annabelle's cheek. "I was enjoying playing with the rockhoppers," she said quietly, "but I suddenly realised that I am the only one here who isn't a penguin. I feel sad that I am so different." She began to cry. Chiefess Hermes gently placed a fin on Annabelle's shoulder. "Listen here. Everybody feels unsure at times. When you feel that way, you must call upon your most powerful gift. It wasn't given to you by the rockhoppers because it was already there inside you," she explained. "We are all born with the gift of self-love. So look inside yourself and put a spotlight on all the wonderful things that make you who you are. Everything about you, your strengths and even your flaws, makes you so special." Tears of sadness were replaced with a beaming smile, with Annabelle safe in the knowledge that she only needed to look within to find happiness from here forward. Annabelle wrapped her arms around Chief SMS and thanked her. The sun was setting as Annabelle set off on her way home. She turned and waved a sweet goodbye to Chief SMS before skipping off, singing as she went. Annabelle felt a warm tingle of excitement as she thought back on each of her gifts, knowing that they were hers to keep forever. I really hope you enjoyed the Penguin Party. If you'd like to get your hands on your personalised copy, please visit annabeesbooks.com. Wishing you and your little ones a wonderful day. Thank you. Goodbye.